Let's talk about trading presidential candidates fresh from their victories in the Iowa caucuses. Barack Obama and Mike Huckabee are in New Hampshire, and they're trying to get another victory in that state's primary next Tuesday. According to the markets, one of them has a great chance of notching the victory. One of them has a close to zero chance. Intrade is the presidential futures market, which correctly predicted the Iowa winners. It has Senator John McCain leading the Republicans, and Senator Obama, apparently going to surge in New Hampshire and win the Democratic primary over Senator Clinton. In trade, you trade a lot of things there. You can trade weather. You can trade politics around the world. But they certainly have a good record, right? In 49 out of the 50 states, the last time we had primaries. Joe Scarborough is host of MSNBC's Morning Joe. He's there. You know, Joe Scarborough, you look great for the fact that I know you anchored, what was it, 7 hours of television already today, and you haven't slept in many days, and it's good to see you.
It's fascinating. Yeah, it's good to see you, too. It's so fascinating is that actually I've been whining about my schedule because, as you know, we flew in from Iowa. We got 2 hours of sleep. Then it was on the air 7 hours straight. We're going to be up late tonight. And I started to complain, and then I said to my friend Chris Licht, I said, Chris, actually, we can't whine because this is what Erin Burnett does 6 days a week, every week.
Oh, goodness. Well, that's nice of you to say. But honestly, your coverage has been great. And I know that in the morning I've been talking about this futures market and how traders can go on and bet on who's going to win. You can bet on every primary. You can bet on the nomination. You can bet on the vice presidential candidate. And you can get paid off if you're right. And I got to say, Joe, momentum is really where it's at. There is a 70% chance now that John McCain will win New Hampshire, and a 65% chance that Barack Obama will win. Can I just tell you, Joe, that yesterday it was a 65% chance that Hillary Clinton would win. Do you think the market's going to be right?
I think it is. By everything that I'm hearing up here, John McCain's crowds continue to swell. Mitt Romney's campaign certainly seems to be on the run right now. The buzz on the street in Manchester, and we're downtown on the main drag, it is that Barack Obama is going to be headed to another big win, that Hillary Clinton won't have enough days to turn this thing around. And on the Republican side, it looks like a John McCain victory. Of course, a lot of things can happen over the next 3 or 4 days, but I was really, really impressed by just how accurate this prediction agency was a couple of days ago. When I guess you asked me, and I guess I got everything wrong, didn't I, Erin?
That's all right, Joe. You've since gotten everything right. So let me ask you this, though, because this is where what the market is saying is different from what I've heard, you talking about and Tim Russert talking about. When you look at the market's current predictions for the actual nomination, who will be the Republican nominee and the Democratic nominee, you get John McCain for the Republican side. Next up, with a very close bet here, Rudy Giuliani. Mike Huckabee is a distant third. And on the Democratic side, you still have Hillary Clinton coming in as the nominee ahead of Barack Obama. Now, the way I would see the Democratic side is that would mean that Hillary Clinton could get the nomination without winning either Iowa or New Hampshire. Do you think that could happen?
It does. It rarely happens. It could happen. Hillary Clinton is the only candidate that could survive a second-place finish in New Hampshire after having a third-place finish in Iowa, because they have such a huge organization nationwide and they've got a lot of money to spend. And I just don't see the Clintons calling it a day until after Super Tuesday, and then have to be beaten in an awful lot of primary contests between now and then. So she could still win it. She still seems like the safe bet. If the market were betting on this on Wall Street, I would guess they would still think Hillary Clinton's the safe money, because Barack Obama, he's won one contest. He's excited an awful lot of people, but the question is a guy 2 years out of the Illinois State Senate really ready to be commander-in-chief? I would guess that's what these predicting agencies are suggesting. Maybe
all right.
not.
And Joe, briefly before we go, the vice presidential, we're not supposed to use the word betting, but trading is not too deep right now. I told you Evan Bayh had the best chance of being the Democratic VP candidate. Any random name you want to throw out there to help people trade?
Well, yeah, and I've been stammering around, not only because I'm tired, but because I've been trying to avoid the word that you just used, because the hand told me not to use it. But I think Bill Richardson I think Bill Richardson actually is a really good, not bet, but a really good insight for people who are interested to be in this trading market. He's Hispanic. He's had a successful reign as governor of New Mexico. He was the ambassador to the United Nations. He was a congressman, a guy I served with. And most importantly, he can carry votes states like New Mexico and Arizona, which are swing states. And he certainly can help in states like Texas and Florida, where there's a strong Hispanic population. If McCain or Giuliani do end up winning the Republican nomination, you can expect Mike Huckabee to be on every short list.
All right. Joe Scarborough, thanks so much. Appreciate your breaking your nap for us. I do know you've had a long day. So I'll talk to you again on Monday.
Thanks, Erin.
Bright and early.
Great.
All right, Joe Scarborough there.